Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Going to share with you an article here relating to um, really legislation, regulation. So it's regarding Thailand, so the laws of Thailand. So let's just read it and we'll have a few thoughts on it after we go through it together. So it says Thailand expands crypto mining probe into a $300 million Chinese laundering network. So Thailand's DSI says a Chinese gray capital network used illegal crypto mining and cash mules to launder more than 300 million a year. All right, so here we go. In brief, Thailand's Department of Special Investigation has widened a probe into a gray Chinese capital network that allegedly used illegal crypto mining to launder more than 10 billion baht, which is about 300 million US dollars a year. So it says investigators have seized over 6,390 mining rigs, pegged power theft from the state utility at more than 953 million baht, which is roughly 29 million of stealing electricity, and the Thailand government has issued 8 arrest warrants, 4 for Chinese financiers and 4 for Myanmar nationals. So the DSI, the Department of Special Investigations, says the mining fronted laundering of proceeds from call center scams and online gambling, with couriers pulling 30 to 50 million baht a day from Thai banks. So that's a lot. All right, so Thailand's top investigative agency is widening a crackdown on illegal crypto mining that it says doubles as a laundering machine for Chinese-linked crime syndicates. The Department of Special Investigations said on Friday it has expanded its probe into a network of gray Chinese capital, a term for illicit funds moved through legitimate-looking channels, tied to illegal mining and transnational money laundering, with financial flows of over 10 billion baht, which is again $300 million a year, according to a DSI press release. So the case grew out of 2025 raids in which the DSI's Technology and Cybercrime Bureau dismantled 3 mining networks accused of stealing electricity to run their rigs. Authorities seized more than 6,390 machines and put the damage to the state-run Provincial Electricity Authority at over 953 million baht, roughly $29 million, one of the largest utility thefts in recent memory. So investigators say the mining operations served as a hub for laundering proceeds from call center scams and online gambling, with Myanmar nationals recruited to withdraw 30 million to 50 million baht, around $920,000 to $1.5 million in cash from Thai banks each day. So the DSI has issued arrest warrants for 8 suspects, including 4 Chinese financiers and 4 Myanmar nationals, and is seeking 7 more, while summoning 5 other people to face charges. One key figure named by the DSI as Wang Yicheng is a suspect in a major digital asset fraud case flagged by U.S. law enforcement. The U.S. Secret Service has seized more than $17.8 million, which is around 620 million baht, in crypto linked to him, connected to losses exceeding 2 billion baht. So Wang, a Bangkok-based businessman, has already drawn American scrutiny. The Secret Service previously traced funds from a U.S. scam victim to a crypto account in his name, which authorities linked to a pig butchering operation. The probe also has ensnared Thai officials. The DSI has referred 2 cases to the National Anti-Corruption Commission involving 7 Electricity Authority officials, a law enforcement officer, and 13 investors or alleged accomplices accused of helping the miners tap power and dodge detection. The expansion builds on a run of raids that began last December when the DSI seized 3,640 rigs worth $8.6 million from sites linked to Chinese scam networks operating out of Myanmar. The crackdown mirrors a wider Southeast Asian push against crypto-linked power theft. Malaysia's state utility has reported roughly $1.1 billion in stolen electricity over 5 years, and the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime has warned that transnational gangs increasingly use illegal crypto mining to launder billions. So this is definitely a very interesting article. It covers a lot of topics, and it's unfortunate, but it's not necessarily too surprising for a lot of people that are familiar with the dynamics of the region. The most revealing thing that we learned is that so that was 300 million a year, and then they broke that down to per day. So on average per day, that would be roughly just under a million up to 1.5 million per day, okay, over a year. So roughly 300 million per year on average. So just around a little over 1 million per day. That includes Saturday and Sundays when banks are closed, or most banks are closed. And then as we go down further in the article, they talk about the national that had already been sort of noted, the Wang Yicheng. So the United States Secret Service has already noted him. But then the other important thing to see here is that the DSI referred to cases to the National Anti-Corruption Commission inside Thailand. And so what this involves is 7 electricity authority officials that as well as 1 law enforcement officer, okay, and then 13 investors or alleged accomplices who are accused of helping the miners tap power and dodge detection. So you have the complicity of 7 utility workers, 7 electricity authority officials, and you have 1 law enforcement officer. Not quite clear what type of law enforcement, whether that's a police officer or whatever, and then of course 13 investors or sort of denom investors. These are, it's not necessarily a corporate entity, but it's they are looking to be rewarded because they're invested in the operation, so they are accomplices. So that seems to be part of the report here, that they have 4 Chinese nationals, 4 Myanmar nationals, and they're seeking 7 more, and they're summoning 5 other people to face charges. So you have 8 plus 7 plus 5. That is quite a good amount. Of course, the majority of those, it seems, 7 plus 5 are not yet in custody. But they have issued arrest warrants for 8 already, and they're seeking 7 more. So they haven't really clarified the nationalities of these 7 and then 5. So 7 plus 5 is 12. So it's not really clear if these people are still inside the country, are they already outside of the country, and what nationality are they? Okay, well, once again, we are cryptodeposit.org. We would love to show you guys around. We've got some tutorial videos. You can connect your wallet in the top right corner once you go to cryptodeposit.org with Crypty, of course, or MetaMask. Among many dozens of wallets, you can get connected right away, and then you can deposit cash. You can buy your stables. You can deposit your stables. You can view your holdings both here and then on your wallet. You can borrow and lending over the counter, buy and sell fiat, buy stable coins, whatever you so wish. View your statements, and then of course XMTP messaging, secure messaging, activity history, and then the other tabs are exchange and swap. So there's a lot to discover. We have tutorial videos, we have the white paper here, and a video on the YouTube channel. So you can email us at info@cryptodeposit.org. Alternatively, just message us on the YouTube channel, and we would be more than happy to get back to you. So that's the videos for today. This most recent video, of course, covering Thailand and some other interesting countries that are involved in Southeast Asia doing what they're doing. So we'll be continuing to cover stories like this because it's good to know what's really going on and what countries and governments are doing to react to this type of activity. So every country is doing what they are trying to do, and we're simply here trying to understand what's going on. So with that being said, we are very grateful for everybody joining us. We welcome you at any time to check out other videos or just reach out on the YouTube channel or send us a message or email us at cryptodeposit.org, info@cryptodeposit.org, and we will be more than happy to onboard you if you have any questions or similar. Wishing you all a great day, great evening, wherever you all may be, and see you with a new series of videos coming up hopefully very, very soon as we receive more messages and more, we go through more articles of interest relating to stablecoins, related to digital assets, and related to regulation, which is what we try to focus here. All right, until then, have a good day, everybody. Goodbye.